Okay, let's start with the super basic basics. The bassoon that you have in your hand probably does not belong to you. It's probably school property. And in so being school property, it is your responsibility to care for it correctly. If there's anything wrong with your bassoon, or if you feel like it's not correct in some way, you need to notify someone immediately if there's a problem. Okay? Here in my case, you'll notice that on this end of my bassoon I have string wrapping, right? And then if we follow this joint to the other end, there's cork on the other one. You may have one or the other, or a combination like my instrument does. Doesn't matter what it is, you need to grease it. Okay, so use some cork grease. It's okay to use cork grease on string, that's okay. And just make sure that they're lubricated properly. This goes for your bocal as well. You can see my bocal is hiding under there, underneath my bell, because that's where it goes in my case. In other news, my swab happens to be black, it happens to be silk, and it happens to have a, I don't know what you call that, metal string ball thingy on one end. Okay, I have one swab for my bassoon. Some bassoons come with two swabs. The one with the metal chain ball is only for the boot. If you have another swab that has a single weight on the end, that's only for the wing joint. As with any instrument in the band realm, any woodwind instrument at all, you always swab from largest to smallest. So in this case, if we're looking at the wing joint in my bassoon, you're going to swab from the cork end to where the whisper key is. Of course, being careful not to damage the whisper key. When it comes to your swab, you're going to want to wash it, right? Just take a little dollop of soap. It can be shampoo, it can be dish soap, it can be laundry soap, it doesn't matter. Put it in a cereal bowl. Fill the cereal bowl with hot water, put the swab in. Right? Agitate the swab around a little bit and rinse. Rinse it a lot. Make sure that there's no soap left in the swab. Wring it out and just hang it over a doorknob to dry overnight. And this will keep all of the germs that you're swabbing out of your bassoon every time that you're done using it from getting back into your bassoon. Right? It's a real nice science experiment if you need one of those for your science class, but really you probably ought to swab out your bassoon every time you use it, and you ought to wash your swab pretty often. Let's talk about when.